All right, I am play some music here. Hmm. Oh, this is good music. Haven't heard this song for, I don't know if anybody can hear it, but LFG scam. All right, fam. As advertised, Bitcoin getting above 100,000. Will it happen today? I hope so. I'm long, very long. Algo's long, discretionary long. Bitcoin, that is. Actually, and NASDAQ. So let's go. Let's have a look. Okay. It's like most people are coming in on the on YouTube. Still trying to get this done on I wonder how to do it on highlights. No. I know there's some way to like live stream a video. Doesn't matter. Okay. Let's do our normal run through here. Start with S&Ps and continue to head down into basically on no movement. SPOOs are dropping down into the buy zone. So like, let's go. Last time we did a similar sort of thing was April, and that kicked off quite a big move. Um, well, we did start to go down, I guess. But more February, actually, nothing happened. It kind of felt weak for a second, and then it took right off. And then into the April dip, took right off into the July, August dip, took right off. And this will be the next attempt. It appears that it's wanting to go there. I don't know. No clue. Let's go to our daily scan through everything here. And we'll start with the dollar. And we're starting with dollar on Dixie, by the way. So it's the dollar, but it's a basket of the four five largest weighted currencies. So it's US dollar, it's the euro, it's the yuan, or I think yuan. It's the yen and cable, British pound. So it's not exactly US dollar, but it is still let's do this BTC/DXY. Let's see what we get out of that. So yeah, same sort of thing, 17 billion, 17.5 billion. It's still the exact same chart. So if you understand what I'm doing here, okay, so this is Bitcoin versus DXY as opposed to, Bitcoin versus USD. And in other words, it's long Bitcoin, short dollar, yuan, or euro, yuan, yen, cable. I think I had them all. In either case, it's long Bitcoin, short all currencies, regardless of if we're talking dollar or not. So this is the dollar. It is up strong today, big up day, almost 0.75%. That's half of the biggest day we've had since this just started sending on October 1st. It looks like September 30th. Literally, it just went 6% up and ran the entire range in about a month, a little over a month. Right? That's a big one. That's a big move. And the thing that I keep bringing up is Bitcoin itself did that rally. Let's see the date it started here. The dollar did it a little bit. So it was some tough going for Bitcoin, but it didn't care after that happened. It just started moving. It really just started cooking. About 50% move from there, from 60,000. Yeah, from 60,000 to 95,000. So $35,000 move, a little over 50% in the time that the dollar rallied as well. So understand what we're talking about. Just to be clear, that's long Bitcoin. BTC USD is long Bitcoin, short the US dollar. So it's not just long the asset, you're actually short the other asset. And even with the dollar strength, even with the dollar putting in a 6.5% move or so, 7% move in that time, Bitcoin, despite being short the dollar and all the other currencies, despite all that, it rallied 50 something percent off there. So you just got to know that is a sign that the strongest asset that's up 125% this year of 2024, which is 5x bigger, I think, 5x bigger than the S&P and the NASDAQ, which are both up 25% on the year. Moving on to S&P and NASDAQ. We already looked at the big picture of S&P, so there's nothing too interesting there. Taking a look at NASDAQ. Actually, if we're going to take a look at NASDAQ, let's go to NASDAQ and do this range, which we got to, and we've now cleaned up some of the volume, is now the new range is now higher, where there's a volume gap. So what happened? We've been in this range since September, the end of September. We broke out of it after the election here in the United States and came back in on Friday, rallied out of it yesterday especially, into our low volume zone. I'll scoot it over a little bit. Into our low volume zone, and you can see we started to put in a little more volume here. So this 20,008 area, and then back into right down to the point of control where the most amount of volume has traded since that September range began. And every time we've gotten down to it, it's had a reaction up. Again, today we had a reaction up. NASDAQ has new all-time highs up above here, 21.3 or so. We're trading, 800 points below it. So, one day that could be gone easily. Personally, I've been absolutely loving the range that we've been in for that period of time, just shorting highs and, shorting the highs up here and buying the lows down in there and just back and forth the whole way. It's been fantastic for my trading. Today, where I went long, those of you who are familiar with the curvy system, Boom, 2580 is where I got long. So I'm, right in here. I missed it, missed the early trigger, had to come back and catch it a little bit late, but the signal fired off and I got long. So I'm looking for a, move back in. If we go and throw a volume profile on this, I should find a period. Let's do a session volume profile and let's go. We should see we've got low volume from the sell-off this morning, the open. So this is where I'd be targeting on this trade is to, get up into here, maybe test the top of it here, or even possibly see the 20,007 range. So being generally and casually long, that's where I'm looking to trade it. Back to our big game, bonds, lame. We're watching for a turn in the euro. And we have our setup, but with the dollar strength today, I'm just looking for a reason to, a move above there, 106, whatever today's high was, 106.095. So let's go 106.100. This is going to be my my signal on so get a signal on that, buy stop on the euro for a 5R potential trade. I'm just assuming that that's going to be the case. Now, it might not happen until the new presidential regime takes shape. We might not actually get that move. I'm expecting it to happen, but generally speaking, what I'm looking to see is a weak dollar with the sanctions coming in to potentially coming into the market. A weak dollar means, yeah, we're sanctioning the world, but it also means that sanctioning the world. Okay, sorry, I just had a buy signal. If we're putting all these sanctions on, then we're going to have to lower our prices to make sure that the people we're sanctioning can still are still willing to and can still buy our goods. And by I mean the U.S. If that if you keep a strong dollar, then imports or other countries with different currencies, it makes our goods, so exports, sorry, that was the term I was looking for, exports become more expensive and the U.S. manufacturer does not win. I'm pretty sure that the guy who just got elected is a big proponent of the U.S. winning, especially on U.S. manufactured goods. So, even if you're going to be doing a sanction on, these countries, you're still going to want to have prices low enough that, the U.S. manufactured goods are cheap enough to be bought. Big picture, it's a big macro thesis, and, who knows? Maybe. But that's the trade I'm looking to put on there. All right, let's go through. Tesla's down a little bit. It looks like Apple got the exit. Interesting. It's been in since July. Since I'm trading options, I'm gonna have a look at them and see where they are in the money, or do I just let them expire because they are January 2025 options. Either way, we'll have a look on that later today. MicroStrategy Coinbase was the one. It was over here. So coin having a little bit of a day. MicroStrategy, even with Bitcoin at all-time highs, coming back off of well, geez, 497. So about 500. It looks like it 499.33, big round number. Issue Bitcoin coming back right now, a little bit from our so this is Bitcoin on Coinbase, on Binance, on Bybit, and the CME futures. And so it's a blend of all of them. And the reason I did the blend was because I wanted to see where the volume was on, any weakness, any weak volume would be, in case we do have a, bit of a pullback. These are my key levels that I would be looking at, and honestly would be happy to put stink bids in down in there. So here's today's little lesson. Okay. If you are a trader who has margin and uh-oh, what happened? Okay. So what I want to do, so I just opened another a prop account with buy breakout. Buy breakout. Not the what's the term? What are they called? Breakout trading. Do I not know the name? It's breakout prop, right? Should be it. Okay. These guys. This is a crypto trading prop firm, and you're trading perpetual futures on Bybit. Okay. You can get basically what you're doing is, so I did the one step. This is your stop loss. So that's basically 100% of your account. You can say, yeah, you're trading a $100,000 account, blah, 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 but you're not. You're trading a $6,000 account to make $10,000. So, and you're only allowed to make a 4% loss. So in essence, it's kind of like a $6,000 account for the $100,000 one, but you're putting up $800 to get a $6,000 account, right? So let's do that math. That's 7.5. You're getting 7.5 leverage on your $800. So if you were to put your $800, so if you're actually to put your $800 in, let's say Coinbase or a place, you would only have $800. If you're using Bybit or Binance or any of those others, like if you're not in the United States or you have another way to do it, yeah, that's fine. You can go put $800 in like probably Bybit or Qcoin or something like that, Hyperliquid or one of those, and get probably the 20-to-1 leverage that you're looking for. But I like these. I like this. They have an app, an iPhone app, I think. Oh, Android too. And I do not like this song. Looks like they got a Discord as well. I haven't been in Discord for a couple of years. But they have their own web app as well. I like them. I like them a lot. So I guess there's a bunch of, so let's look at symbols. What's nice about these is these are things like Big Time, Boom, Bonk, Brett, Cat, Doge, Dogs, Drift. Why I'm saying these names, these are all the Floki. These are all the what are these things called? Meme coins, goat, grass, things that are just like within a few days of being launched and getting, taken on, they have perps for them that you can trade. It's kind of cool. We got Moo, we got Merle, we got Moodang, we got Mother, Nero, not like it's really quick. Ponke, People, Popcat, Pepe, Pendles, and of course, you've got your AIs, you got Pith or Pyth, you've got Say, you've got Sui, you've got Bitcoin. My biggest position right now is Bitcoin with them. Was looking for a nice 100,000 move today, but we're getting that pullback anyway. So I can come in, I can buy $100,000 worth of Bitcoin, which is like one full Bitcoin. I can do that and get this massive leverage on it. But what I like to do here, so you can see everything's kind of coming in at the moment. Let me go take a look at heat map. Let's take a look at one day. Bitcoin's down to 9%. ETH, Sol 10. Doge is at 18. Let's see what the hottest is. GOAT at 47%. So let's go take a look at it. GOAT on, let's go to Bybit. So this thing's at 100 something percent. This goes from when it got listed, 60 cents to, it goes 100% up. And so, Popcat. So the memes are the high leverage right now. It looks like we're good. Bitcoin's at 9% margin. Yesterday, that was at that's cooking, isn't it? Where are we at? Let's see. Sectors. Here's the one. Okay, everything's coming down. What's not, track is kind of holding up. That's interesting. It's already gone down. But what this is so this is about a 12-hour chart of about 40 tickers. And everything's going down right now. Everything's just so cool. I don't know why. Probably some news. Doesn't really matter to me. And so what I want to see, so now I'm going to go and I'm going to create a shopping list. Let's do this real quick. Let's add our volume profile. Yeah, let's do a 12-month. And let's just do Solana. Let's see what Solana's 12-month looks like. Okay, so here's where I want to put stink bids in on Solana. Okay, 225 to I think in fact, let me write these down for myself. Where's my, I'll do it in a notepad. So it's going to be 230 to 225. So let's just go down the list of things that I want to do. Let's do Sui. Let's see, we can see on Sui. It's not really doing it. IOZ, USD. Why are you not giving me volume? Okay, AIOZ, USD, 66. AIOZ. So we're going to go like 66.66. And then maybe 0.57, 0.57, and then worst case scenario, we get 0.35. Let's take a look at Doge. This is odd why it's not printing. Is there T.P? We'll go on Bybit. Maybe Bybit will give us some volume. Honestly, we just need it from. So let's just do 1 month. Change it from 12 to 1. That should give us what we need if it's going to publish it. Huh. This is odd. Oh, is it 2? It's probably 2. So let's do ticks. Let's do numbers. There we go. Let's do 100. Okay, that was the issue. Okay, Doge. We're looking at 3. Let's go like 3.5 to 3.2.
Jarvis?
It's next level down to 30. 2.6 and okay, so that's Doge. I'll publish this list with the thing. Let's go back to what was the other one we were doing? Sui. There we go. Oh, we got a good one on Sui. Okay. I like this. SUI. So we're looking at 3.4 to 3.6. And then 310 down to 236. Worst case scenario, 132. Not worst case scenario, but like an ugly scenario. What else do we want to own? Let's look at our little list over here. Let's look at so let's do Bonk US. So that thing's been excellent. Yeah, so you're gonna want to buy in the like okay, Bonk. I'm gonna want to own this at 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 5. Let's look at Pepe. Pepe USD. Let's do Pepe on. Oh, that just released. We're gonna need perps on that. Bybit. Let's do the Bybit one. Okay. Oh, good. All right. So, wait, why did I do Bitcoin? Okay. Pepe USDT. P. That should be like right in here. Okay. It looks like Pepe. Stink bid in at point 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 7, 2. Let's see what else we want to own. The reason I'm picking those up is because they usually react the worst on the downside, but in the same scenario, they react up the strongest when everything recovers. So I'm looking to get, the strongest. I already know what my Bitcoin levels are, stink bid levels on Bitcoin. BTC goes down to 85 down to 75. And then that cleans up all of this volume here.
يا اخي والله رهيبين هم اللي يذكروني بمواعيد الصيام
صح؟
والله.
So let's go back and see what since the election has been the best. Okay, peanut. Okay, let's see what we can do on peanut. Probably let's go that one. Okay, so peanut has all of this to clean up. I don't know if I'm gonna peanut on dip buying. I don't have a problem with peanut, of course. I just don't have enough information on it. So the strongest, basically, I go down the list and it's Bonk, Pepe, Doge, Brett. Let's add Brett because I think Brett's probably going to get a listing. The Coinbase listing. Ooh, that's a tough one, isn't it? Okay, let's try it, Brett. Let's see on Binance. Hasn't been out. BRETTUSD. Where spot? Let's see if I can get the Sol. Wrapped on base. Yeah. Wrapped on base. I think that's the one. Yeah, there's the one I want to look at. So that's the one I owned. Okay, so anything down to 13. So I'm going to say like 13.65. Okay. What else do I have? Any names you guys want to look at? See if there's anything worth doing. Floki, Sui. So I got AOAZ, Sui. Let's have a look at Ondo.
Dervisio.
Not really that great. We could do, oh, here we go. Sorry, Scam, I didn't see you. Let's look at track. Oh, doesn't matter. What did I had that TRB USD. I had the wrong thing. I had the wrong chart. TRAC USD. Let's have a look. Okay. Track. It looks like we got something. This is on Coinbase, by the way. It's not a blended one. It looks like 81 cents. 0.81. And then, potential down into 6.9. Nice. Also, let's do whiff. Ooh. It didn't leave a lot. 280 maybe on whiff. See, it's given back all of its move. That's the downside of whiff. So we're not going to get we're not going to get as good of a understanding of where to get into whiff. It's more like just own whiff here. So we don't get the stink bid option on this one. Doesn't work on all of them. But right now I've got Bitcoin, Solana, AIOZ, Doge, Sui, Bonk, Pepe, Brett, Track, and whiff. Again, let's go to our strength list. This is just what we're looking for here. The reason I'm doing this is there's a bunch of orders that were just skipped, that weren't filled, or when we have these low volume nodes, there's going to be orders sitting there. And the first of all, let's just understand how this stuff works. We have these things called liquidity engines. And a liquidity engine is kind of what helps keep the volume going on something. An exchange. Okay, think about this. If you are a name in the crypto space, not there. If you're an exchange, how do you make your money? Most of the time, whether we're talking a crypto exchange or not, you make it on transaction fees. That's where so much of your money is made. Now, you can also make it on owning, because a lot of the crypto exchanges go out and buy they go out and they buy the token before they list it. You can monitor their wallets and see when they do that. That's like an old strategy we used to do.
Fuck you, fuck you.
But they do a pretty good job of hiding that now. And Coinbase even has a roadmap where they like post the stuff. But some of the exchanges, Binance or whatever, they go out, oh, nice, somebody's taking over my nice. What are we drawing? One of used it. There it is. There it is. I forgot to turn that off. Nice. Nice. I think I turned it off, but how do I mean, I don't want to turn it off. Like, I'm happy to leave it on, but I don't know, man. Oh, this is fun. I forget how to erase. So I'm proud of you for that. It just makes me giggle all the time when I get such excellent. Do it. Okay, I can't even do it now, can I? Gosh, this was excellently done, and I forgot how to remove it. Let's see what it looks like. Okay, cool. So it's all on all the screens, which makes this even more enjoyable. What? Elion, is that you that did it? I respect you. I have no problem with that. I just kind of whatever. I don't care. The dick stays on. If you'd have drawn a hat, it would have been a lot better. Thanks. I could have said, the hat stays on. But no, the dick stays on. Okay, cool. So the next one we're looking at is, so we did with let me see what else we got. That's not what I'm looking for. Total 3. Okay, let's have a look at what just started exploding. GameStop. Okay, I'm not seeing any reason to go there. This is so good. Whatever. Chris, you're too excitable. Okay, Peanut's getting has been the best of it, but it looks like today it's getting a pretty bad beating. Let's go to like this week, starting Sunday. Let's kind of go Sunday open. Sunday CME open. Somewhere right here. Okay, winner, skill. Okay, let's take a look at skill. I think it's a game scale. Sorry, scale. Oh, actually, this is more of a this is more of a buy scenario. I would just load it. I
Google
would
Glass
just
क्या है
load it.
मेरे
Let
जो?
me mute. Sorry. I'm sure you're not talking. Oh, okay. I know there's a setting so that I can just like mute all upon entry. There we go. So I don't have to. We get hot mics from some people and they get themselves in a bad situation. Okay. Alia, raised hand. What's up, Alia? Can you type out your comment? I can't because I don't have audio on. I'm just jamming in here. So can you type your comment or your question or what you want to look at or anything like that? And look, I'm bringing this on myself because I left the drawing on one, and then we're talking about crypto. So, and then I'm a smartass on the internet too. So you gotta take what you get. I am doing it all in US dollar. Would you like me to look in a different one? I'm happy to do it. I got about another 10 minutes before I gotta jam. But by all means, feel free to ask your questions or you want to do Canadians? Loonies? What symbol? Versus the Canadian. Or you want me to do USD CAD? So like you want me to look at the Canadian dollar itself, not like Bitcoin versus Canadian dollar or whatever, just to clarify. So let's do as you okay. All right. So let's do CAD. Let's do 6C. Whoops. 6C. Canadian dollar futures. So where would the so there's it doesn't really so what's going to happen in my opinion, the dollar is going to turn, it's going to go down, which make the loonie go up, and the euro and the yen and the everything else. And so you're going to get yourself a stronger loonie. 72, this is priced in, it's the same as doing USD CAD. Or this is CAD USD. So it would be like $1.30 probably. Correct. All the currencies are depreciating. They're all doing it. So, but what's going to happen is dollar's going to flip due to the sanctions. The new president is likely going to do. We're going to have to like lower the prices of or lower the value of our dollar. So your loonie is stronger. So your euro is stronger. So the yen and the franc and the pound and the all those are stronger so that you can buy US goods cheaper. If we're putting sanctions on people, we're going to need to make it, more accommodating. And also, we're looking for like a strong, we want US exports. This president is going to want, US exports to improve. So what that's going to mean is he's going to have to like, he's very pro US manufacturing. So if we can get the dollar lower, that means, the value of goods here in the US is going to be low price. So you guys, you foreigners, or people who are paid in other currencies have a, better time spending money in the United States. And so that's the idea there. Yes, I am on YouTube as well. Do you want to, here's the live stream on YouTube if you want to join. Alia. So yeah, anyway, most likely I would assume sometime soon the dollar is going to go weak. Here's the analysis we were doing on the dollar earlier. It's been in this range. It's a constant range that it's been doing for, quite some time. So the average here is about the 99 area, which is the bottom of this range here. If we go back to the 70s, the average is like right in here at the 100 level. Oh, NASDAQ's sending right now. Let's go. Added to NASDAQ. Boom. Let's get it. So this is probably going to come down, which is going to make euro and peso and yen and loonie and cable and everything else go up. So that's generally the idea of where we are on that whole move. I've got a long entry set up to a trade to get long the euro on that. If the dollar drops, then we're going to get yeah. But because Andrea says Andrea or Andrea, I don't know. Asian currency is depreciating real bad. Yes, it is, but everything is. And which means assets. You need to be in assets. So you need to be in things that have value and that will appreciate in value more than a 12% depreciation that we are getting every year in the US dollar. So you need to at least be in the S&P 500, which is up 25% this year. NASDAQ 25%, Bitcoin 125%. There's a reason that Bitcoin is just like exploding, and that's to the it's an asset. It's a liquid asset. It is it's going to be part of the strategic reserve of the United States. That there's so many reasons, blah blah blah, why, and yeah, just go there. Just get yourself some Bitcoins. Uh-huh. Okay, everything's took a dip, and now we've got NASDAQ on the bid, which again, this is the area I'm expecting it to either 27.6 or 2700. We'll see how it deals with this area right in here, 27 to where we currently are. We'll see how it deals with that low volume gap. I'm long, and I'm long everything, man. So let's take a look at sectors. IoT for the first time leading. Are memes updated here? They are. Okay, so let's update from the 24th of November. What happened 14th November? Seems like something happened on the 14th. Since then, IoT has been, wow. Few people from this meeting are bombers. Few people have the link of the Zoom classes in a random Discord server. All right. It's cool. Yeah, I just kind of dropped it in there. Feel free. I mean, as long as I don't mind. I'm just kind of doing it right now for until probably doing these live streams wide open until the end of the month, November, and then we'll just go back to our group. Just kind of like, I don't know, trying to get people to hang out and see what's up. But what is the group you're in? Yeah, it was a dick was drawn on my screen. I know, I'm aware. That was my fault for leaving that on. I don't care. If we're talking about crypto, I expect dicks to get drawn on my screen. It's all good. It's all good here. This is how we learn. All right. I got to bounce, folks. Be back tomorrow. Love to see you guys here. And I'll catch everybody later.
Be aware. People will come.